Before DSE, we'll have the final reminder. First, we'll talk about the index. There are some index law. For the base A power P times base A power Q, the index will become plus. And for the Y, so the index become minus. For number 3, it become times. For 4 and 5, we distribute P to A and B. And for negative index, number 6, will become fraction. Or if 1 over A to power negative P, it become A to power P. And A to power 0, it is 1. Finally, if A to power P root Q, it become A to power P over Q. And also, remember the rules. The big index will minus the small index. It's very, very important. Okay, let's look at an example. Okay, we have the bracket 2, so we distribute to x negative 2, so it becomes x power negative 4 and y power 6. Then over x power 3, y 6. Then because y power 6 and y power 6 in numerator and denominator are same, so we can cancel. So it remains x. So we'll use the rule big index minus small index. So for denominator, x3 is bigger than negative 4. So we'll use x power 3 minus bracket negative 4. And finally, the answer is 1 over x to power 7. Next, we'll see the chain of subject. Let's see an example. Our subject is x, so the final answer is x equal to something else. So for question 1, left and right hand side are fraction, so we can use the modification, cross modification, to do this question. So 5 times x plus 3, so it becomes 5x plus 15, and then y will times 2xz, so it becomes 2xyz. Because our target is x, so we put all the x terms together. So it becomes 2xyz minus 5x equal to 15. Then we'll take out x from right hand side. So x times 2yz minus 5 and 15. So finally, x is equal to 15 over 2yz minus 5. Let's see next example. Same, the target is x. So there are two x terms. One is x, one is 4x. They are both at denominator. Because they are different, they have different denominator, so we make the same. So the left term will times 4 for numerator and then denominator. So you can see both terms with same denominator, so we can add the numerator. So 4a plus b over 4x equal to 5, and then use the cross multiplication, so we get 4a plus b equal to 20x. So at the end, x will become 4a plus b over 20. Next, we will see the factorization. So for the first one, a squared minus b squared, so it becomes a plus b times a minus b. For second one, we'll take out the common term, so the common factor is x squared, so it becomes x minus 2. Okay, the third one, we use the cross multiplication, so it is 2x minus 3y and then 2x minus 3y also. Because they are the same, so we combine into square. Okay, number 4, 25 and 49, we can change to 5 square and 7 square respectively. So it becomes 5x all bracket square minus 7y all bracket square. Actually, it is the formula from question 1. So we can apply it. So it becomes 5x plus 7 times 5x minus 7y. Let's look at an example. Okay, for question A, 9x squared minus 30x plus 25y squared. So we can express like this: 3x minus 5y and times 3x minus 5y. Because they are same, so we can make them become a square. Okay, for part B, because the first 3 terms exactly from A, so we can use the answer from A. When you use the answer from A, you can get 1 method marks. So it becomes 3x minus y or bracket square. And then for the second term and the third term, we see the common factor. So 12 and 20. So the common factor is 4, negative 4. So when we take out negative 4, it becomes 3x minus 5y. Next, we'll compare the big first term and then second term. Do they have the same common term? Yes. 3x minus 5y is the common term, so we take them out. So it becomes 3x minus 5y. Then, because they are square, so we take out 1, so it remains 1, 3x minus 5y, and then negative 4. Let's see another example. This time, we can take out the common factor x squared. So it becomes x squared times 2x minus 5. For part B, the first 2 terms same from A. So we can use the answer from A. So it becomes x squared times 2x minus 5. And then the last 2 terms, we need to see the common factor. So it is negative 4y squared. Okay, after take out negative 4y squared, it becomes 2x minus 5. Next, we'll see any common factor. So 2x minus 5 are common factor. So take it out. So it becomes 2x minus 5. And then the remaining term is x squared minus 4y squared. But it's not the final answer, because x squared minus 4y squared, it can change to x squared minus 2y or bracket square. So that means we can apply the difference of 2 square. So one more step. So 2x minus 5 and then x plus 2y, x minus 2y. Next is about the percentage. We have 3 things: cost, mark price, and selling price. There are 3 important equations for percentage. For the first one, it's about the profit and loss. So we'll compare the cost and selling price. So if it is the profit case, so cost will times 1 plus the profit percentage equal to the selling price. If it is losing case, cost will 1 minus the loss percentage equal to selling price. Next is about the discount. If the discount is on mark price, we'll compare the mark price and selling price. So for the second equation, the mark price will times 1 minus the discount percentage equal to the selling price. So for these 2 equations, the mark price are the bridge of these 2 equations. Next, the third one. The third one is about the percentage change. We'll use the selling price minus the cost over the cost times 100%. If the answer is positive, it is profit. If it's negative, then it is losing. Let's see an example. A calculator is shown at $140 and the profit is 28. So we don't know the cost and market price also we don't know, but we know the selling price. The selling price is 140 and also we know the profit is 28. That means we'll add $28 from the cost to the selling price. So part A, the cost is equal to the selling price minus the profit 28. So we can get $112. Next, we'll see the percentage profit. For percentage profit, that means we will find the percentage change. So for percentage change, we use the selling price minus the cost divided by the cost times 100%. It is 25%. So it is positive, then it is profit. The percentage profit is 25%. In part B, the calculator is shown as discount 20% on mark price. So find the mark price. So we are comparing the mark price and selling price with the discount 20%. So mark price times 1 minus 20% equal to the selling price. So then 140. That means mark price is equal to 140 divided by 0.8. So it is equal to $175. Let's see another example. It is 2018. First, you need to draw the cost, mark price, and selling price. Let's look at the first sentence. Mark price is 30% above the cost. So we are comparing cost and mark price. So mark price is then equal to cost times 1 plus 30%. Next, we look at the first part of the second sentence. Lose $88 for the selling. That means we'll compare the cost and then the selling price. In this transaction, it lose $88. That means cost minus $88 is equal to the selling price. For the last equation, we'll compare the selling price and the mark price. The mark price have a discount 40% is equal to the selling price. There are 40% discount between the mark price and selling price. For this question, we found mark price. So we need to cancel all cost and selling price. Then we can find mark price. So we'll look at these two equations. Because they same have selling price, so we can combine. So cost minus 88 is equal to 0.6 the mark price. That means cost is equal to 88 plus 0.6 mark price. Then we'll substitute this C into here. So the mark price is equal to 88 plus 0.6 mark price times 1.3, because 1 plus 30% it becomes 1.3. Next, the rainbow. So 1.3 will times 88 and 0.6 mark price. So mark price will become 114.4 plus 0.78 mark price. And then we move mark price together. That means mark price, 1 mark price minus 0.78 mark price. It becomes 0.22 mark price equal to 114.4. Finally, divide. So the answer is equal to 552. Next is about inequality. Let's see this example. We move 3 to right hand side. It becomes 9x minus 4 less than or equal 6x plus 21. And then 9x is bigger than 6x, so 9x minus 6x less than or equal to 21 plus 4. So it becomes 3x less than 25. So finally x is less than or equal to 25 over 3. Next question. We will see the x, so we put all the x together on left hand side. So negative 5x minus 2x, so greater than 8. Negative 5, negative 2, so it becomes negative 7x bigger than 8. We will divide by negative 7, so x is less than. When we divide the negative term or times the negative term, the direction will change. So the answer is x less than negative 8 over 7. Next, we'll look at the compound inequality. For the AND case, first, when they walk towards each other, so it is between case. So x will be between negative 2, it is equal sign, and between 4 without equal sign. Next, when they go one direction, same direction, we'll select the repeated. That means the smaller area. That means here. So on the right hand side, so x is greater than 4. Lastly, if they go away from each other, so for AND case, there are no real solution. Next, we'll consider the OR case. For going towards each other, actually it is all real solution. For the second case, same direction. For this time OR case, we'll select the bigger area. They mean here. So it is x greater or equal to negative 2. Lastly, away from each other. So x is less than or equal to negative 2, or x is bigger than 4. Let's see an example. For this between inequality, we'll separate into two parts. One is 3 minus 5x less than or equal to 9 minus 7x over 2. It is AND case. And 9 minus 7x over 2 less than 8 minus 4x. Next, we do it one by one. So for the left hand side, time 2 to left hand side, it becomes 6 minus 10x less than or equal to 9 minus 7x. Then we put all the x together, so negative 10x plus 7, so negative 3x will less than 9 minus 6 is become 3. So x will become bigger or equal to negative 1. And second one, 9 minus 7x less than 16 minus xx. So put all the x terms together, x is less than 16 minus 9 is 7. Then we combine these two inequality, we draw a number line. Negative 1, 0, 7, so bigger, so point to right hand side. And for x less than 7, point to left hand side. So the conclusion is negative 1 less than or equal to x less than 7. For part B, how many integers satisfy the inequality in A? So that means we start from negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 until 6 because not equal to 7. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are 8 integers. The last one, part C, find the greatest integer satisfy the inequality in A. So the greatest integer is here because not equal to 7. So that means the greatest integer is 6. Next, we'll see the error. Let's see this example. The height of a mountain is measured as 1,250 meters, correct to the nearest m. That means 1m. So the error is equal to 1 over 2. So it's 0.5 m. So remember, the numerator is depends on the nearest, and for denominator always 2. Next, we'll see the range of the height. So for the range of the height, we'll use the measure height minus 0.5. This equal sign here, and plus 0.5. So we can get 1,249.5 and then 1,250.5. For this question A, we consider the least possible height. So that means we'll consider this one. So it is equal to 1249.5 meter. Next, we will look at B. For part B, we need to calculate the relative error. For the relative error, okay, we will use the error 0.5. That means this one divided by the measure height, so 1,250. So we can get 0.0004. No units. Next is about the polar coordinates. So let's draw the polar coordinate. So for point P is 3, 1, 30 degree. So 3 it is distant. So it is 130 degree. So point P is here. Next is point Q. Point Q is 4 to 80 degree. So that means it's around here. Distance is 4 and the degree is 280 degree. It is point Q. Next, R is a point such that POR is a straight line, and then PR is equal to 8. So O is here, POR, that means is here. So the total length is 8. So that means OR is equal to 5. For part A, we need to find the polar coordinate of R. So that means we need to see the R. So we need to find the angle of this one. Because POR is a straight line, so for straight line is 180 degrees. So 180 minus 30, so this angle is equal to 50. So for part A, the coordinate R is 5 and 360 minus 50, so it becomes 310. For part B, we need to find the area of triangle PQR. So we need to draw a triangle. For finding an area of triangle, we need to use base times height divided by 2. So the base is 8, we know, and for height is this one. So how to find this height? We need to consider this triangle. For this triangle, if we know this angle, then we can find the height. So we will use 90 minus this angle, it is 10. 90 minus 10 minus 50, that means it is 30 degrees. So opposite side, hypotenuse, that means it is about the side. So for part B, sine 30 degrees is equal to the height that we need to find, x over 4. So x is equal to 2. So if we have the 2, so the area of triangle PQR is equal to 1/2 times base times height. So it is equal to 8. Next, we'll consider the plane coordinate. Let's draw a coordinate. For point A, -3, 4. So it's here. For point B, 9 and -9. So it's around here. For A, it is rotate anti-clockwise 90 degrees to A dash. So for point A, we consider a right angle triangle. It rotates anti-clockwise, that means in this direction. So this base will rotate to here. It is -3. So here we'll move to here. So then we draw a right angle triangle. So A dash is here. So it is origin is 4. So move to here, it is -4. So for A dash, the coordinate is -4, -3. Next, the B. B dash is a reflection image with respect to x-axis. That means the mirror is here. The B, according to mirror, will flip to here. Okay, flip to here. So this coordinate, the B dash, is +9 and +9. For part B, we need to prove AB perpendicular to A dash B dash. So we consider AB, line AB, and line A dash B dash. Proof that means sure it is right angle. So if we compare the slope right angle, we will use the slope AB times slope A dash B dash. If it is perpendicular, so it is equal to -1. So let's see. Slope AB, so for slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So let's see the coordinate. So for point A, -3, 4, and for point B, 9, -9, B dash is 9, 9, A dash is -4, -3. So slope AB, that means -9 minus 4, 9 minus -3 time A dash B dash, so 9 minus -3 over 9 minus -4. After simplification, we can get -1. So AB perpendicular to A dash B dash. Next, simultaneous equation. There are two kinds of tickets, regular tickets and concessionary tickets. And the price of regular ticket is $126. For concessionary is $78. And for certain dates, the number of regular tickets shown is 5 times of the consecutive. Regular ticket 5 times consecutive. The sum of the money is 50976. So we need to let x and y be the number of regular and concessionary tickets respectively. For the first one, 126x plus 78y is equal to the total 50976. And for next one, regular ticket is 5 times. That means x is equal to 5y. So it is the simultaneous equation. This 4 marks, so there are 2 marks already. So 1 more mark for the substitution. So we substitute the green equation into the blue equation. So it becomes 126 times 5y plus 78y equal to 50976. Next, we can use calculator. The first equation and then the second equation become x minus 5y equals 0. Then we use the calculator, the program. So we input 6 numbers. So first, second, third, fourth is 1, for 5, fifth is -5, 6 is 0. By using calculator, we can find x is 360 and y equals 72. So the question asks you the total number. So the total number of tickets is equal to 360 plus 72. So it is 432. Next is about the circle properties. If it is a diameter passing through the center, then we know it is right angle. Second one, if 4 points on the circumference, it looks like a butterfly, and this angle equal this angle, and this angle also equal to this angle. Next one is about the center and the circumference. Angle at center twice angle at circumference. For example, it is 60 degrees, then it is 30 degrees. Next, similar, it is about the relationship between the center and the circumference. Okay, this arc length point to center, point to circumference. For example, it is 80 degrees, then this one is 40 degrees. So don't mix up with this one. For this one, 4 points are at circumference, but for this one, 3 points at circumference, 1 point at center. Okay, the last one, 4 points touching the circumference. It is a quadrilateral. The opposite angle, for example, is A and B, so A plus B is equal to 180 degrees. Next is about triangle. Angle sum of triangle, so A plus B plus C equal to 180 degrees. And for next one is about the Pythagoras theorem. For Pythagoras theorem, A square plus B square equal to C square. So the line next to the right angle with square, add them, equal to the hypotenuse C square. Next, it is about the parallel line. There are 3 properties. For property 1, AB is parallel to CD. So this angle is equal to this angle. So we call corresponding angles AB parallel CD. Second one, if AB parallel CD, these angles are same. So alternating angles AB parallel CD. The last one, this angle is at this angle, for example, is A, it is B. So A plus B equal to 180 degrees. It is called the interior angles AB parallel to CD. So if the question asks you about the parallel line, your mind should have these 3 properties. Next is about variations. The first one is called joint variation. So let's look at an example. Y varies directly at x squared and inwardly as root z. So y is equal to constant k. Directly as x squared, so times x squared. Inwardly is over, so over root z. Next, for partial variation, y partly constant, another part vary as x squared. So there are 2 parts. So we have k1 and k2. So y equal to 1 is constant, so is k1. Another k2 times x squared, so times x squared. Next, we'll look at the polynomial. For polynomial, the division algorithm is very important. That means this one, dividend equal to divisor times quotient plus remainder is very important. You must remember. So let's look at the example. fx is equal to this polynomial. It is divided by x minus 1. So remainder is negative 30. Okay, we see part A, found A. By remainder theorem, we need to substitute x minus 1 equals 0 into the polynomial, then get the remainder negative 30. So 2 times 1 cubed minus 3 times 1 square plus a times 1 minus 12 equal to the remainder, negative 30. After calculating, we can get a equal to negative 17. For part B, we need to solve fx equals 0. So we'll make use of 2x plus 3 is a factor. It's a factor, that means no remainder when we do the division. So let's do the long division. So 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 17x. The answer is from A. So minus 12 divided by 2x plus 3. First, we'll compare first term. So the missing is x squared. And then we use x squared times 2x times 3. So we can get 2x cubed plus 3x squared. We will do the subtraction. So negative 3x squared minus 3x squared. So negative 6x squared. We copy the second term. Then we compare the first term again. So the missing is negative 3x. So negative 3x times 2, negative 6x squared. Negative 3 times 3, so negative 9x. Then we do the subtraction. Then we can get negative 8x minus 12. So the last comparison is negative 4. So negative 4 times 2x, so negative 8x minus 12. So no remainder. So for part B, fx equals 0. That means 2x plus 3 times x squared minus 3x minus 4 is equal to 0. We are using the divisor times the quotient. Next, we can use the calculator. So x is equal to negative 3 over 2, and for this, it is quadratic. So by using the calculator, formula 01, we can get 4 and negative 1. So it is the answer. Let's look at another example. Consider this fx, and then given the constant is 15, constant term is 15, and 2x minus 3 is a factor. That means no remainder when we divide by 2x minus 3. So let's see part A. Find the value of A and B. So for fx, okay, we need to expand the bracket. So 4x cubed minus, put a big bracket, so ax times 4x, so 4ax squared minus ax plus 4x minus 1, close bracket, plus b. So after simplification, we can get 4x cubed minus 4x squared, 4ax squared plus ax negative 4x plus 1 plus b. According to the question, the constant is 15. So the constant, that means no x term, no x squared and x cubed term. So that means this one is the constant. So that means 1 plus b is equal to 15. So b equal to 14. Next, we'll find A by using 2x minus 3 is a factor. That means when we substitute x equal to 3 over 2, then there's no remainder. So we substitute. So that means 4 times 3 over 2 cubed minus 4, A we don't know, 3 over 2 squared plus A times 3 over 2 minus 4 times 3 over 2 plus 1 plus 14. It is equal to 0. After simplification, we can get a equal to 3. For part B, we need to solve fx equal to 0. For part B, we need to put the value of a and b into the polynomial. Then we can get this fx. And then we'll do the long division, divide by 2x minus 3. Then we get this one. Because solving fx equals 0, so 2x minus 3 times 2x squared minus 3x minus 5 equals 0. Then we can use the calculator formula 01. So finally we can get x equal to 3 over 2, 5 over 2, or -1. Next is about the cylinder, pyramid, cone, and radius of the volume and surface area. For the cylinder, the volume, we use the base area times the height. And for surface area, it is the body, the rectangle body, times 2 circle. Next is about the pyramid. For the volume, is 1 over 3 base area times the height h. For surface area, the base angle plus the 4 triangle. Next, cone. Cone 1 over 3 times the base area, circle base area, times the height. And for the surface area, the sector pi RL times the base area. The last one, radius, 4 over 3 pi r cubed. And then for surface area, 4 pi r square. And also, there's some relationship between the length ratio and then area ratio. They have this square relationship. For the volume of ratio of volume is equal to the length ratio with power 3. If the two figures, for example, two figures are similar, so we can use the ratio to find the volume, area, and the length. Next is about rounding. For part A, rounding up, that means no matter it is 0 or not, 1 to 4, we need to add 1. So let's see question A. Nearest integer, round up this one to nearest integer. So integer, that means no decimal. So we'll cut it here. So 4 actually can round off to 5, but it is one up case. So that means we can add 1 to 5. So for part A, it is 266. Second one is round down to 1 decimal places. So 1 decimal places will come from the dot. So we cut it here. Round down, that means no matter 7 can round off. Okay, we'll cut it. So the answer of part B is 265.4. Okay, the last one, round off to 2 significant figures. So we start from left to right with number 1 to 9. So 1, 2, that means we cut it here, because originally there are 3 digits. So for the question C, round off, that means we can add 1, so it becomes 270. Next is about log. There are 4 main properties. So if log A times B, so it becomes log A plus log B. Second one, if log A over B, it is log A minus log B. For the third one, log A power n will move the power to the coefficient, like this. Last one, number 4, log A with small base b, then it is equal to log A over log B. Okay, sometimes the multiple choice question asking you to compare which one is the smallest. So the number is so big, so we can't use the calculator to find. So we'll use log to calculate. So that means every term we need to take log. So for example, we use A. So log 47x6 to the power 2749, because we can move the index to coefficient. So it becomes 2749 log 47x6. Then we use the calculator. So we can get 10116.24. By using the same method, we can get these three answers. Then we compare. So the least value is D, so it is the answer. Next is about the statistics. So for mean, we add them divide by n. For median, there are two cases, the odd case and even case. For odd case, for example, there are 5 numbers. So we use 5 plus 1 divided by 2, so it is equal to 3. That means the third number is the median. For even number of n, so for example there are 6 numbers, so 6 plus 1 divided by 2, so it is equal to 3.5. That means the median is between the third one and the fourth one. That means here. So we need to add these two numbers, divide by 2. So mole is the highest frequency. So median need to rearrange the order from small to big or big to small. Next is about the range. The range will use the maximum number minus the smallest number. Also, we need to arrange the order in descending or ascending order. And for interquartile range, we'll use upper quartile minus the lower quartile. So, for example, there are 9 numbers here. So, we need to find the median. The median is 9 plus 1 divided by 2, so it's 5. That means it is the median. So, for left hand side and right hand side have the same number of data, so we ignore the middle. Left and right hand side have the same number, so 4. So for upper quartile, there are 4 numbers here, so 4 plus 1 divided by 2, so it's 2.5. That means we count 1, 2, so 2 and 3 is here, so upper quartile is here. So for lower quartile, 1, 2, 3, so 2.5 is here. So we'll use this upper quartile minus the lower quartile. Next is about the standard deviation. We will use the calculator to do it. Finally, it's about the box and whisker diagram. So it's like this. The maximum, minimum, median, upper quartile and lower quartile. Every period is 25%, that means 1/4. Let's see an example, 2017 question 11. So from the question, we know the mean is 70, and then the range is 22. So we need to find A and B first. So we use the range 22. Range is using the biggest minus smallest. So the biggest is 80 something. So it's 80 plus B minus 61 is equal to 22. So B is equal to 3. Next, we'll use the mean is 70 to find A. So we add all the number. It is 3. Add the all number. Divide by 15 because there are 15 data. It is equal to mean 70. After that, we can calculate A. So after simplification, we get A equal to 2. And for part A, we need to find the median and then SD. For median, because 15 data, so plus 1 divided by 2, so that means 8. The X data is the median. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the median is equal to 69 with dollar. And then for standard deviation, we use mole 4 and then input all the data, and then we will pass shift to 2 to find the SD. So the answer is $7.33. Next, we'll look at B. So find the probability that more than $70. So because A is 2, more than $70, that means these 6 numbers. So for part B, it is 6 over 15. So it is divided by 3, so it's 2 over 5. It is the answer. Another example, 2016. So for this question, A is bigger than 11, and for B is between 4 and 10. So the median is 7.5. Because the age is 7 and 8, so that means the median must be here. That means the total number of 6 and 7 is equal to 8 to 10. So that means A plus 11 is equal to 11 plus B plus 4. So that means B is equal to A minus 4 because 11 cancel. So we'll guess the A from A to B. Because A is bigger than 11, so first one we'll guess A is 12. So when A is 12, B is 12 minus 4, it is 8. So for 8, it is between these two numbers, so it is correct. Next, we'll guess A equal to 13. So B equal to 13 minus 4, so it is equal to 9. So it's still between 4 and 10, so it's correct. So we can try the third one. If A is 14, then B is equal to 14 minus 4. So it's 10. Because for 10, no equal sign, so it is not correct. So the answer of this question, A is 12, B is 8, or A is 13, B is 9. Next is about the equation of circle. There are two kinds of format. One is called standard form. So x minus h square plus y minus k all square equal to radius square. So for center, it is the center hk. Radius is r. For next form, it's called general form. So x square plus y square equal to dx plus ey plus f equals 0. So for finding the center, we will use negative d over 2 and negative e over 2. It is the center hk. Then we want to find the radius, so we'll use the hk square plus minus f. Let's see an example. 2014. So we have a circle passing through A. the center is G. So look like this. The center G is 0, 3, and then pass through A. That means upon on the circumference is 6, 11. So found the equation of circle. So remember, when we create the equation of circle, we need to prepare the center and then the radius. So for center we have 0, 3, but for the radius we don't know, but we can find it because the center, the length from center to circumference, it is the radius. So for radius we can use the distance formula: 6 minus 0 square plus 11 minus 3 bracket square, take square roots. So we can get the radius 10. So we have center, we have radius, then we can create the circle of equation. So x minus 0 square plus y minus 3 square equal to 10 square. So minus 0 that means x square plus y minus 3 square equal to 100. It is the equation of circle. Next, we see another equation, 2013. So given the general form, we need to find the coordinate of R. R is the center. So finding center, we need to use negative d over 2, negative b over 2. So for center, we're using negative 12 over 2 and negative 34 over 2. So it becomes positive 6 and 17. If the question asks us to find the radius, then it's 6 square plus 17 square minus 225 with square roots. So it is equal to 10. Next is about the straight line. The distance formula, we did it from previous pages. So with the roots, x1 minus x2 square plus y1 minus y2 square. Next is slope. Slope is 2y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. The midpoint, add the x1, x2 divided by 2, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Next is about the slope. When two lines are parallel, their slopes are equal. If two lines are perpendicular, that means right angle, so their slope multiplication of them is equal to -1. Next one is about the equation of straight line. That means we want to create the straight line equation. There are three formats. First one called two-point form. Given 2 points, then we use y minus y1 over x minus x1 equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, 2-point form. Next is called point slope form. Given 1 point, given the slope, so y minus y1 over x minus x1 equal to m, the slope. Last one, we call the slope intercept form. That means given the slope and y-intercept c, so y equal to slope x plus c, y-intercept. Next one is about the standard score. So for the standard score minus mean divided by the SD. So this equation. So let's see an example, 2016. So for the mean is 61. And then the standard score for Albert is -2.6 and Mary 1.4. Now Albert get 22 marks. So the question asks, the range is at most 59 marks. It is correct or not? In this question, we don't know the SD, so we will start from Albert. Albert have 22 marks, and then the mean of this class is 61. So divided by the SD, we don't know the SD, equal to -2.6. So we can get SD is 15. Then we'll use this SD to find the marks of Mary. So for example, we let x be the marks. So x minus the mean over 15, because Mary's standard score is 1.4. So the score of Mary is 82. After finding the marks for Mary, we can find the range. If we use the marks of Mary, 82 minus Albert 22, the difference is 60. Actually, it is more than 59. So that means the claim is incorrect. Next is about the sequence. We have two types. First one, arithmetic sequence. So if we want to find the term, we use a plus n minus 1 times d. A is the first term, d is the difference. For sum, we'll use n divided by 2 times a plus l. L is the last term. Or we can use another format, this one. So let's see an example. So first term is 666. So A is 666, and then term 38 is 555. So we can apply the term. So 666 plus 38 minus 1 times d equal to 555. Then we can find d is equal to -3. Okay, let's see part B. The greatest value of n such that sum of the first n term is positive. So we'll apply the sum formula. So n over 2, and then 2 times a is 666 plus, we don't know n minus 1 times -3, because it's about the positive, so that means the sum is greater than 0. Then we'll simplify. Then we can get -3n squared plus 1335 n greater than 0. Because it is negative, so we move to right hand side, it becomes positive 3n squared minus 1335n less than 0. Then we pass the calculator. Because it's smaller, so it is between. So after passing formula 01, we can get 0 and 445. So the smaller is 0. The bigger number is 445. So the greatest value is equal to 444, because less than 445. Next one is about the geometric sequence. So the term we're using AR n minus 1. A first term, R is a ratio, second one divided by the first one. For sum is A times 1 minus Rn over 1 minus R. For infinite case, A over 1 minus R. So let's see this example. The third term is 720. So A R 3 minus 1 equal to 720. And for the fourth term, AR 4 minus 1 equal to 864. Then we simplify, we can get AR squared equal to 720, and then AR cube equal to 864. Okay, we'll use equation 2 divided by equation 1. So AR cubed over AR square equal to x64 over 720. So R is equal to 1.2. So for A, we can substitute R equal to 1.2 into equation 1. So A times 1.2 square equal to 720. So A, we can get 500. Next is about the probability. The probability is equal to the number of events over the total number. Let's see an example. There are 2018 question. A box contains n white ball, n white ball, 5 black ball, and 8 red ball. And then the probability for getting red ball is 2 over 5. So for red ball is 8, and the total is n plus 5 plus 8. It is equal to 2 over 5. After that, we do the modification, cross modification, so we get 40 equal to 2n plus 26. So n is equal to 7. Let's see about the permutation and combination. For permutation, we have the order. If we arrange all the number of data, then we'll use n factorial. If we select from n to r, we'll use npr. For combination, no order, we just select. Okay, we'll select r from n, so we use ncr. Let's see an example. It is 2015. There's 5 black balls, 6 yellow balls, 3 white balls, and we will select 4. For part A, exactly 2 red balls. So we'll consider the yellow and white ball is the non-red ball, so they are 9. So exactly 2 red ball. So we'll select from 5, select 2 from 5, so 5C2. And then because we'll select 4 in total, so that means we'll select 2 from 9. Then over the total is 14C4. So after calculating, we get 360 over 1001. Next, part B. For part B, we will need to find the probability at least 2 red balls. At least that means 2 or more. So let's consider some cases. So 2 red, because at least that means more than 2. 3 red or 4 red, because maximum we select 4, so we stop it here. And then we'll consider the non-red ball. So for non-red ball, if we select 2 red, that means there are 2 non-red. And for 3, that means 1 not red. For 4 red, that means no. So there are 3 cases. So case by case. So for the first case, we'll select 2 from 5 and 2 from 9. So 5C2 times 9C2. Next, the second case, we'll consider 3 red. So 5 select 3 and then 9 select 1. The last one, from 5 we select 4 because no red, so we no need consider other non-red cases. So over the total 14C4. So after calculation, so we can get 5 over 11. Next is about compound interest. A is the amount, P is the principal, R is the interest rate, and then T is the time, how many years, and for N is the number of time interest given per year. So that means if half yearly, that means each year you can get 2 times interest. For quarterly, every year you get 4 times interest. For monthly, you get 12 times interest for each year. Let's see an example. The sum of 2,000 deposit interest rate is 5%, and we put it for year and compounded half yearly, then found the interest. First, we found the amount. The principal is 2,000, and then 1 plus 5%. Because half yearly, that means every year we'll get 2 times interest, so we'll divide by 2. And for interest, for the index, the power is 4 years, time each year 2 times, so times 2. After calculating, we can get 2,436.81. Now we need to calculate the interest. So we need to use the amount minus the principal. So we can get the interest 436.81. Next, trigonometry. So let's see this right angle triangle. Theta is here. So this side we call the opposite side. The longest is the hypotenuse, and then the base is the adjacent side. So for sine is opposite over hypotenuse. For cosine, adjacent over hypotenuse. And for tangent is opposite over adjacent side. Next is about sine rule and cosine rule. For sine rule and cosine rule, no need to have right angle triangle. Any triangle we can use sine rule, cosine rule. For sine rule, it is sine A over A. It is the pair, and then equal to sine B over B. So this pair, it is a ratio. Next is about the cosine rule. Cosine rule, we consider this angle C. So cosine C is equal to A square plus B square. A and B is between the angle C, minus the C square over 2 times A times B. So cosine rule. Next is about linear programming. So we have 3 straight lines. So we need to shape the area. So for the red equation y equal to 2x minus 1, we need to consider y bigger. So y bigger is go up. So go up is like this. And for the blue equation, x minus 2y plus 3 greater than 0. So if we put y become a subject, that means x plus 3 is greater than 4y. 4y is less than something, so it is go down. So we'll go down. The last one, x plus 3y plus 3 greater than 0. So we use y become a subject, so 3y is greater than negative x negative 3. So y is greater, so it's go up. We combine these 3 cases, so we can get this area. The revision is finished. So I hope all of you can work hard, try to remember all the equations, and good luck for your examination.